back to Book of Lies podcast, Brandy. We took a little break. Now we're back in action.
Why do you sound like you're on NPR?
If you don't know, we're here to talk about liars, cheats, and thieves and all those in between. But before we jump into the topic...
Lion-ass bastards.
Brandy, what's going on?
A lot. Lots going on.
I'm going to set the timer.
Whatever.
At board meetings, when people want to come and talk, they have 3 minutes. You're like, you have 3 minutes and only 20 minutes per topic.
20 minutes?
So, like, you have 3 minutes for a topic, and then I could talk about that same topic, and I have 3 minutes, but only up to 20 minutes per topic. This has never happened, but these are
never
rules.
Gotten that far.
No. But what's happening? Talk to us.
Okay, hold on. Within the top, like if somebody changes the topic, can I go back to that other topic and then the timer restarts? Or do
each individual has 3 minutes to speak,
right.
And the limit per topic is 20 minutes.
No, I get that. Mm-hmm. So if you came up and talked about book selection, say, and then
you came up and talked about something else, and then someone else talked about book selection. Right. Now you only have 6 more. Like
okay, so somebody's timing each topic.
Like I said, it hasn't gotten this far before.
I know, but what if you had like a whole like town full of
20 minutes per topic, motherfuckers.
Like everybody's like, rabble.
Yeah. Grab your torch and pitchfork.
What's going on? Oh my God. Okay, so let's see. I started master's teacher credential program.
Congratulations.
Last week was my first week. Yeah, last week. And I'm already exhausted and feeling burnt out.
Bro.
Yesterday, after I got home, I worked on an assignment until 9:45. Except for I took a break, like a 45-minute break to go outside and clean my car out.
Good for you.
And then I went right back to doing the assignment.
It sounds very productive.
I also am long-term subbing for IEP kids because that's what all the kids in my class.
I got IEP.
All the kids in the classes because I share a classroom with another teacher who has 2 classes. So she's got 2, I've got 2, and then we have 2 free periods. 2 free periods. But like my 3rd period is free. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. My 5th period is prep. So, but for 2nd period, 3rd period, and 4th period, I guess I'm supposed to be, doing like IEP stuff.
Your hair got stuck in my closet.
Like IEP stuff. If I was the case manager, I'd be doing IEP stuff at that time. But since I don't have, I'm not the case manager, I just do schoolwork.
And be like, fuck it.
Yep.
I got shit to do.
Yep. So my 1st period and my 6th period are my classes. And then 2nd period and 5th period are the other teachers' classes. And then 3rd and 4th period or I guess would be my IEP if I was doing that or whatever. I don't know. So doing like reading. It's so much reading. It's so much reading. Of chapters that are long. Like, why are they so long? You can't break them up. Like, I feel like I would get through the chapters easier if they were broken into smaller
So then
chunks.
it'd just be a lot more chapters.
Yeah, but I would feel more accomplished.
You could digest them a little more easier.
Like, okay, chapter 1 was about this. Chapter 2 was about this. They have sections, but still, it's like, oh, God. And it's online books. So, I can't even, like, highlight shit. I can't, like, I have to take written notes.
All online?
The 2 books I have are online, and then I have one.
Print them out.
I can't. It won't let me.
What?
It's not allowed. Like because they're rental books, so I only have access to them until like November something. I have 70 more days of access to these books. Luckily, the first session ends October 20th, and I'm taking 2 classes. So, yeah. Assignments for both classes, 2 books for one class, 1 book for another class. And then, of course, they give you additional stuff like PowerPoints. I mean, not PowerPoints. Yeah, there's some PowerPoints, YouTube videos, websites to visit, PDFs to look at. I'm just like, ugh. So yeah, I should have just started with one class to see how I would acclimate.
Yeah,
but of course, me going in blazing,
balls
like,
to the walls.
I could get her done.
Yeah,
I mean, and then so yeah, that's what's going on. I don't know how long this assignment's supposed to be. She said through October, so we'll find out if it's longer, because the teacher that I'm covering for is still in the Philippines. She has not come from the Philippines.
Okay, the timer has gone off on 3 minutes. Thank you for that. That was wonderful.
Whatever. Weird.
I'm kidding.
But yeah, so that's what's happening. And then, Gracie has school. She wants to do gymnastics. I'm like, we'll see what happens.
When? We have no time. No
exactly.
Bandwidth.
Plus, I still haven't, received a check. So I'm like, literally like, ooh, I found a penny on the ground. Woo! I just came up.
Dang.
It's rough out there, y'all. And it's hot as fuck. It's 107 degrees today. Yeah, so.
Well, I'm
that's
glad
wonderful.
I've been.
What's happening with you? With you? What's going on with you?
What's going on with you? The with an F on the end. With. So life has been busy over here as well. Trying to stay in the real estate game.
Trying to
sell some houses. Still slanging them dog biscuits with Beauty's Biscuits. Check out beautiesbiscuits.com. Beautiesbiscuits.com. Delicious treats for your dogs made with pumpkin, all natural ingredients, turmeric, CBD, peanut butter, parsley, all the things. I am subbing still in the high school district again. And I'm almost busy. Like today, what did I do today? I had to go to the grocery store and cook and stuff. Like these kids were like, oh, we're hungry. There's no food in the house. I'm like,
and cook.
I don't care. Figure it out.
Get it together.
Yeah, get it together, Carol. Other than that, so soccer season starts on the Saturday, and I'm coaching a team this year again.
Did you coach last year?
I coached with Preston last year.
That's right.
As an assistant coach, and that was my goal this year, to be an assistant coach, but the head coach... We lost the head coach. He's not going to be able to perform his duties. So I will have to be the head coach.
Do you have an assistant coach?
No, I have nothing.
Did you
nothing.
Put the feelers out?
Nothing. Trying to get my husband to fucking sign up and help assist out. He went to practice on Tuesday. And I had to tell him, I was like, Coach Daddy, calm down. Like, you don't be giving no instruction to my kid on the sideline. If you want to coach, sign up to fucking coach and help us out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. I've just been really busy, as you have been as well. So let's get into it. I'm Sunny Hepburn.
Yeah. And I'm Brandy Fleeks.
And this is Book of Lies, the podcast.
It's Bolt Bitches.
Yes, it is. Hello. Hi. It's me, Sunny.
We're here.
We're back. We will never forsake you.
Hopefully.
But we had to take a break. Like, obviously you heard what we're doing. Like, I'm a busy millennial mom. Brandy does not claim to be a millennial, but anytime I check, they try and mix it up. But, whatever. Check us out online. You can follow us on... What's that thing called? X. Book of Lies Pod. Facebook or Instagram, Book of Lies Podcast. We are on Patreon. Support us there. You heard Brandy says she needs some money. Help her out.
Poor. Help me.
Help me, I'm poor. Me too. Like, oh my gosh. Did you hear about Mauricio and his PPP fraud?
No.
No?
No.
Oh my gosh. So... they're coming for him. I think he got I want to say between $2 to $3 million in PPP loan funding, which he did not need. Like, he didn't need it. Like, his people are making millions, selling billions of dollars worth of real estate, and he took out a loan because he could, and he didn't need it. And now they're like, you owe us even more money. So, I think they put a fine on it, and he owes them more money. Like, why would you do that? Like,
They're like, you always interest, bitch.
Interest, bitch. That's probably why we're like poor right now and everything's so expensive. Do you know what I'm saying?
Those PPP, I mean, they're still coming after folks.
Exactly.
PPP.
They're like, oh, wait a minute. Now we're going back and like doing our homework and seeing who actually needed this money. And the agency, y'all didn't need that money. Point blank, period.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, rich people be doing shit.
I guess that's how they stay rich, right? The rich stay rich.
Yeah.
But there's still fraud and scams on the rise as always. So be careful, people, of random phone calls, emails, text messages, all the things.
Yeah. I keep getting text messages from the GOP.
Oh, they're annoying.
I got one the other day talking about, oh, wait, hold on.
Give us your money.
Yeah, this one was to reelect Ted Cruz. I was like, I don't even live in fucking Florida. Why am I getting messages from Ted Cruz?
There's been so many data leaks, honestly. Like, our information, your information is out there in these fuckers' hands, and they are trying to come for you any which way they can.
Yeah, here it is. We're sorry to keep asking, but can you please chip in $1 to support Ted Cruz for re-election? He won't win unless we can invest. I've said, fuck you. I don't live in Florida. Stop contacting me. Kamala for the win.
Ooh.
And then I got, you have been successfully subscribed. So I'm like, fuck off, dude. I'm not doing, like, don't ask me for shit, GOP. Like,
Cruz
as soon as I get paid, I'm sending $5 to Kamala's campaign. So fuck off.
Ted Cruz is a senator, right?
He in Florida.
Right, but why are they like...
Exactly. I don't live in Florida.
Yeah.
Fuck the fuck up.
Give us your money.
That's what he said. We need your money.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a campaign season as well. Like, that's why I've kind of just been like low key, like not like running to come record or really do anything. I'm just like, I just want the politics to be over. Yeah. I do want Kamala to come through and win it for mama. Like, turn this country around. Mamala, you know, she's the most qualified candidate ever to be president. Yeah. So let's...
And you know what's funny? I keep seeing shit. People are like, you know, I'm going to vote for the most qualified person. It's not coming. I'm like, literally, she is the vice president of the country. You guys elected an idiot who had never been in any kind of political anything. All he did was say you're fired on TV and bankrupt all of his businesses. So what the fuck are you talking about? You dumb fucks.
You bing bong. But yeah, so she's qualified. I think she's the perfect person for the job. If you know, do your research. That's all I'm going to say.
And he's a convicted felon.
Yes.
So
yes,
yeah. Let's vote for a convicted felon, y'all. Felons can't even vote, but let's vote for a convicted felon
to be the president of the United States. Weird. Come on, knock it off, people. Let's get to it. I love all the shirts. White dudes for Kamala Harris.
Yeah, that's awesome. They have Republicans for Kamala Harris. All kinds of shit. So
yeah, like, you know, whatever. That's not what this is about, but let's go.
Yeah. You know how politics.
Does
how it works. It gets you riled up and shit.
It really does. That's what people are super emotional about. They're about their politics
and their religion,
their religions, and their TV shows. You know what I'm saying? All right. So this week, guys, I was gonna do 2 liars today, and if we have room, maybe I'll squeeze it in, or I'll just save the next one for something else. I was doing all the stuff, and I was just like, I don't think I'm gonna squeeze in a second one on y'all today, just because it's...
So you're not gonna do 2, or you are gonna do 2?
I'm not gonna do 2. Okay. I'm not. We don't have time for that.
Okay.
Nobody got time for that. But this week we will be speaking about one liar. Have you watched Worst Ex Ever yet on Netflix?
Worst Ex Ever sounds familiar. I've been watching a lot of things.
Okay.
And I just watch them all the way through, and then
forget about it.
Move on to the next.
Yeah, just consume and move on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fucking consumer. Anyway, okay, it's cool. So we're gonna talk about one of the episodes from Worst Ex Ever. This is a series that's on Netflix that is brought to you by Blumhouse Productions. So they're, I mean, like, you know who they are. If you don't know, they're
Jason Blum. They do horror movies.
Yes, huge on horror movies. He also did Worst Roommate Ever on Netflix, season 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. And one of the other characters I was going to talk about is from that other series. So it'll be a Bloomhouse day. Trigger warning, there is rape involved in this story.
Oh, so wonderful.
Do yourself a favor, take care of yourself, and then we will go from there, okay? But in this new series, Worst Ex Ever, I just feel bad. I'm just like, these people get involved in like the real stuff that goes on in the world. It's fucking scary. But this one I had to talk about because this motherfucker is a motherfucker. Okay?
This motherfucker's a motherfucker.
This motherfucker's a motherfucker. So recently, Netflix's Worst Ex Ever documents a story of Jerry Ramrattan and Simona Samasar.
Okay, I don't think I've seen this one.
Okay, so in 2006, I'm not going to like go into the background or all the stuff, but in 2006,
okay, hold on.
You got to take the brassiere off.
Yeah, it's got to come off.
Whip them out. Don't take Crazy Nora with you. She's a murderer. You saw what she did yesterday. Go, Nora.
Oh, what did you do?
You tell.
Nora,
did you pinch her?
No. You want her to be?
Close the door.
She pinched her?
She deserved it, don't worry. She's a killer.
She's a killer.
She's a fucking murderer, bro. Like, she killed a bird yesterday. I told you what she did. And then, like, not even a week before, she killed a pigeon. And took it outside and ate it. She's like, I hunt my own food, bitch. Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, fuck you. And then Jamal be like, yeah, y'all be letting her lick on you? Ugh. I'm with him on that. I'm just like, damn. But if I was like in the wild or something, or if this was an episode of Alone, she would be invaluable. Yeah. Like, she would be the number one MVP. Yeah. But we live in a home in the suburbs.
They have innate hunting instincts.
She kills them quick, and it's sick. Anyway, back to the story. So we'll start in 2006. So in 2006, Simona Samasar is a goal-driven, independent single woman and a mother living in New York. She recently opened a restaurant called The Golden Crust, which is a franchise Jamaican food restaurant. She also works for Morgan Stanley as an advisor.
I thought it was going to be a bakery.
No, it's Jamaican food.
Okay.
So she's an advisor for like Morgan Stanley, and she's hustling and doing all that. And then like her father was an entrepreneur, so she was like, I want that. I've got that, So she decides to start her own restaurant, and she's very family oriented. Like, her people are from South America, Guyana.
Okay.
And so she's
from Guyana and opened a Jamaican food restaurant?
She lives in New York.
Okay.
She was like, we were raised around this food. Why not? Yeah. It's a franchise. They're just copying recipes anyway. So
okay.
Let's be serious.
We need more like food diversity here.
100%. So anyway, so she's a hustler and she's driven. And one day, like right before she opens up her restaurant, her father passes away. Trigger warning. He commits suicide.
Oh shit. Which
is really sad. An older dude, I guess she was supposed to open the restaurant, then the father passes, and it took them a while to get it together. Then at the end of the month, they finally opened the restaurant. And one day, this fool named Jerry walks through the door.
Jerry.
And he claims to work for NYPD. He's carrying a weapon on his hip, and like they do, like the police do.
Does he have a badge?
He carries a badge in his wallet, but he's not like.
So he's supposed to be like a detective.
A detective for the NYPD. That's what he tells her that he is. Okay. And so he chats up Simona and tells her that, your cameras aren't positioned right. If you need some help, I can help you. Get your cameras positioned right. Because he's a good guy. He's a cop and he knows these things, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And so.
Me too.
He claims that I'm actually stationed right up the street. And so he frequents the restaurant. He's always there. And I like to think that he wore her down because you know how these dudes do. They wear you down until you're like, okay, we can meet together, fine. So he continues to, visit the restaurant. He befriends Simona. and charms all the employees, which happen to be her family, like her cousins, aunties, and stuff. They all work for the restaurant. So eventually, they begin dating the next year. And he claims that he has a home that he lives with. His mother lives with him in his home.
Okay.
So he begins to start to stay the night over at Simona's house in Queens. So they're like vibing. They're like, it's love, and they're talking about planning a future together and, all the things when you like somebody, right?
Right.
So in August of 2008, everything seems good until Simona gets a call from a woman claiming to be Jerry's wife and mother to his 2 children. And then she goes on to say that Jerry is not a cop.
Of course not.
He's a private detective, and he works for nightclubs providing security.
Okay.
The fuck? Like...
He's a security guard. Okay.
Security.
He's a security guard is what he is.
Security. Yes. So apparently Jerry gets off on pretending to be a detective with NYPD, which is illegal.
Right.
They say that he actually was an informant for the NYPD for a while. So he's been, in the mix for a minute. So he knows how they move and operate and interact with each other. And he does also carry a shield in his wallet, and he just flashes the wallet to show the indentation of the shield. He never pulls out his shield. He's just like, oh, please, look at this. It's all good, brother. Like, we're on the same team here. Po, that's us. No, it's not you. Anyway. Call the po-po ho, call the po-po.
I ain't scared of no po-po.
So, Simona's pissed, because he's been lying about everything. This fool currently lives with her, and she found, cause like he moved in, like, how they do. They eventually move in with you. And then Simona's like, she's questioning the wife when they're on the phone. She was like, well, if you're his wife, he's always staying here with me.
I'm like, what?
So
where just are they separated?
So what the fuck? And she's like, we have a place, like her and her kids stay here. He lives with his mama.
So they are separated.
They're married, but it's a marriage of convenience because apparently this woman needed a green card. But they got 2 kids together. Makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it sounds like he either manipulated the wife, like, I'll marry you, you can get your green card, and, maybe occasionally we'll throw each other a fuck or 2. She gets pregnant, but they never actually, like, officially move in together type shit.
I don't know. He claims that they're married because she needs a green card.
That's what he says.
That's what he says.
Okay.
So, Simona's pissed. She's like, I don't got time for that. And the funny thing is, like, Simona was like, she never wanted to get married. Like, she has a daughter, and there's no mention of the father. But she was like, I'm not trying to get married and have someone trying to tie me down. Like, I'm trying to do what the fuck I want to do.
Right. I have shit that I want to do.
Okay, I'm running empire here at the Golden Crust. Okay, making these meat patties. I don't have time for that. So when she finds out, she like gives Jerry a deadline, and she's like, you need to get the fuck out of my house. Point blank, period.
Yeah.
So this is February 2009.
And he was living with his mom.
So that's why it was easy for him to just stay with Simona.
Right.
Because like she lives in Queens, and
he's pretending to be a cop in Queens.
Yeah. So,
but he's a security guard.
Security. So he still has her keys to the house. The date has come and gone. And it's March 8th, 2009. And he shows up to Simona's house to return the keys or whatever. Because she's like, what are you fucking doing here? He's like, well, I got your key here. Just take your key. You can have the key to your house back. It's all good. And so she lets him in the house. And then he assaults her.
Of course.
What a fucking asshole. Like he pushes her down, like face down on the ground, and then like I think he drags her down the stairs, tapes her up, And, like, he's being irrational. He has a gun. He has his gun with him, of course. Mm-hmm. And, like, he's like, I'm going to kill myself. And she's like,
I'm going to kill myself or I'm going to kill you and me.
That's exactly what she thought. She's like, is this motherfucker going to kill me and then kill himself? Or is he just going to kill me? Like, what are we doing here? But instead of killing her, he just rapes her. Fuck you.
Well, you know, at least she still has her life.
She still has her life.
But he needs to go.
Jerry is an asshole. So he starts crying after he does what he does. And it's like, please, 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 don't report this. Don't call the police. Meh. Don't do it.
I'm on the phone with the police right now.
She's down in the basement still. Like, he's still there. But he does.
So she's tied up and he's crying?
Yeah. Asshole. Fucking asshole. Oh, you want me to feel sympathy for you, you monster?
After what you just did. Fuck off, dude. You're on my hit list.
Well, okay, let's go. So once he leaves, she like hops up or is able to, like, you know, run to the front door, lock the door, and watches him drive off and immediately calls the police. Mm-hmm. So Jerry gets arrested and his bail is set at $150,000. And his mom bails him out of jail.
Of course she does.
You know.
Because your son's not a rapist.
Yeah, and, like, I don't know, like, what is going on in your head as to, like, what this fellow looks like, but I'll paint you an image of Jerry. He gives me, like, Indian, Pakistani vibes. Very dark. He looks like he's Indian or Pakistani. He could be anything. His last name is Ramrattan, so I don't know. Like, what his, like, background is. But he's from New York, and he's brown.
Okay.
And so...
Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka.
Something like
one
that.
One of those places.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that. So, he bonds out. Mom pays his bail. And, they're prosecuting him. Like, they're going through the process to fucking build a case and put his ass behind bars. But he's not behind bars. He's just out doing whatever the fuck he wants to do, right?
Yeah, he's out on bail.
So while the prosecution builds the case against Jerry, Simona is out making deliveries and gets pulled over and arrested.
What?
She's like, what's going on? Like, what are you arresting me for? What did I do? Like, why are you guys taking me to the station? And I don't think it might have been Queens or Long Island, one of those places.
Okay. No. Mm-hmm. If you're getting arrested, they have to tell you why you are being arrested.
Tell me why I'm getting arrested.
Why you're being arrested.
No one tells her.
Tell you. They can't just take you.
They took her.
Put you somewhere.
And put her somewhere.
Unlawful.
No one tells her.
What do you call it?
Arrest, detain.
Unlawful detainment.
Detention.
And kidnapping.
Lightweight. So no one tells her what's going on. She gets arrested for. They book her and they put her in an interrogation room and say, "Hey, is there anything you'd like to confess?"
Yeah, I'm gonna call my lawyer.
She's like,
and tell them what
"I've
you did to me.
done nothing. Why am I here? What's going on?" And they keep her for a few hours and really don't tell them what the charges are.
They can't do that.
So then another police officer who's investigating a string of cases comes in because they think this person, Simona, has something to do with the case. And the officer tells her that she's investigating actually, you know what? I won't. I'm going to bury the lead. So, I'm
gonna bury the lead.
So Simona sits in jail for 7 months on charges she didn't commit.
Did they tell her what the charges were?
I'm going to tell you. They set her bail at $1 million, and she's being charged with robbery and pretending to be a police officer. And she was like, "Oh, you mean Jerry? Like, does this have something to do with Jerry? Because..."
You mean Jerry?
You mean, like, Jerry? Like, pretending to be a cop like Jerry? Because this has nothing to do with me. If you think I did something like this, it's him. I didn't do nothing like that.
She was in jail for 7 months before they told her this?
No. They told... I buried the lead. Oh. They told her, like, after she was in jail for, like, 5 hours. When that other cop was like, "Hey, you know, these are the cases, and we think it might be you." And she's like, "Yeah, no, But she knows this fool Jerry is behind this mess, and she was right. So while he's out and they're, you know, doing their work to take him to jail and build a case against him, he was busy conspiring against Simona to put her behind bars to make her claims against him less credible. So he reached out to 3 people. One was his cousin, Rajiv Monahal, and 2 other people, Luz Johnson and Terrell Love, and then someone else who opted out to not get involved with the case. But he bribed them, he threatened them, and he promised some of them $20,000 to call 911 on different dates and claim that they were robbed at gunpoint by Simona, pretending to be the police. So,
but they had no fucking proof.
No, he fed them license plates. So, like, he was like, okay, you give them this license plate number like this. You give them the license plate number like that, and you give them the license plate number like that. And then they'll figure it out that it's Simona's license plate. Then he shows them pictures of her so they can ID her in a lineup. So you've got 3 different calls on different nights in different areas of New York claiming that a woman who looks Indian, that has, like, you know, Indian features.
Yeah.
Has pulled you over, claimed to be the police, and has robbed you. She stole my money, she stole my purse, she stole my credit card, she pulled me over, and they're calling 911, making these claims.
Okay.
Fucking asshole, right? So, and this is what we find out during this 7 months of her rotting in jail. Because she's just...
she's sitting there. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Like, how could they even possibly say that I did something
that I didn't do?
Yeah,
I didn't do. She, her house goes through foreclosure.
Oh,
she loses her business at the Golden Crust because she's managing everything. She's a boss ass bitch. She's handling everything. She has, like, family members and, like, aunties and grandmas and stuff, but she
doesn't have, like, a manager.
It's her.
Like, yeah, this is like, when you have a business, you always have to have a number 2. Mm-hmm. Like, even if because if some bullshit happens, somebody else can ensure that shit continues to go, you know, the way it's supposed to go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Unless you're in jail and you did actually do some shit, then you have to sell your business to fund your case or whatever.
Legal.
But what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. So he conspired this. And so, like, Jerry gets a new girlfriend. Her name is Sophia Lewis, and she's like, oh, I met Jerry at the club because he's a fucking bouncer, right? He's a fucking bouncer.
Yeah.
And Sophia is like she hears everything that's going on.
He's telling her, like, what's going on and all that shit. Like, he's confessing his fucking bullshitty crimes.
Yep. And she was sick of it.
Good. Thank God somebody has a fucking conscience.
I know, right? So she walks into police station to spill the real tea that Jerry is a piece of shit and set up Simona. So she's like, it was this person, and this person. So then they get them people in there, and then they sing like canaries, and they're like, well, Jerry said this, and he threatened me, and he promised that he was going to give us this money. None of y'all, they never got paid.
They never got any money, of course. Because if they got paid, they probably wouldn't have snitched. But anyway,
you pay a hoe to leave.
That's what they say. You don't pay a hoe to stay.
So they confessed that he set her up and what his plan was, right? Because he knew that if she got arrested in this part of town under these pretending to be, that they would just
be like, why would you be snitching on somebody who's pretending? Okay, wait. So she called the police on Jerry
to report
and they arrested him, and he got bailed out, and he was going around doing all kinds of fuckery. What fucking took them so long to build a case against him? Because if she was in jail for 7 months, they should have been building a case.
That case was pushed to the wayside.
Because, of course, it was a rape case.
Guess what?
And it's a woman, and we don't care what happens to women.
Yeah, exactly. Especially brown women. Fucking assholes. Yeah. Okay. So, Sophia goes to the police, drops dime, brings in the conspirers or whatever. And they spill the story that this asshole's a liar. So then the police drop all charges against her.
Good.
And then 7 months she's without her family. She loses everything. 7 fucking months.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
And he gets arrested for devising a scheme and implicating Simona. So In November 2011, at the time, Jerry is 39. So I'm guessing he's born in like 72, 71-ish, just so we know how old he is. He's definitely not a millennial, I'll tell you that. November 2011, Jerry stood trial for various charges against him, including the rape, after he pled not guilty to any of them. Of course, right? So Simona addressed, she took the stand? On the stand and was like, "You are pure evil, a sociopath, and you need help. Someone has to stop you and your madness. You're the kind of person that if you were let out on bail today, you would prey on another person."
Yeah.
The jury returned a guilty verdict and convicted him for first-degree rape, third-degree tampering with a witness, first-degree perjury, third-degree falsely reporting an incident, and fifth-degree conspiracy. Guess how much time he got?
4 years.
No, he's brown. So guess how much time he got?
Okay. I'm like, he's a man, and it was a woman that he was doing shit to. 25 years.
He was sentenced January 2012 to 25 years for the rape charge plus 7 years consecutive for the conspiracy charge.
Okay, good.
And he's still like, I'm innocent. The truth will come out. You will see. And no, Jerry, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
As of today, Jerry Ramrattan is incarcerated at the Eastern Correctional Facility in Napanoch, New York, while he awaits his parole eligibility scheduled for April 2032.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be paroled.
What an asshole. What a fucking asshole.
Look, can I go make a victim impact statement to New York? I'll go.
Don't let this cat out. Never, never, never.
Yeah, he needs to stay where he is.
But the thing is, the police, so Simona gets out and is like, now
she has to rebuild her life.
Yeah, she sued the police department.
Yes.
She sued them.
Good.
She was like, you guys knew there was something going on here. You guys held me here for 7 months for something I didn't do, and you knew that this guy was involved. Because he knew, Jerry knew everybody. They knew he was masquerading as the NYPD.
They knew that he'd be like, I'm a cop?
Yes, they knew.
Okay. They knew he was doing illegal shit, but he was an informant.
That part, right?
Yeah, so they let
them get away with
shit
stuff.
slide. Yeah, they let them do fucking shit to keep getting information.
Yeah.
And what kind of informant was he? Informing on drug dealers?
Maybe stuff that's going on in the club,
Right,
maybe. That's
right.
where the shit goes down.
Racketeering and shit like that.
Possibly. But she sued them and they gave her, I think, $2 million, $1 or $2 million. And she was like, I didn't care how much they gave me. I just wanted to win.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
I mean, the millions is nice, but yeah. Definitely.
Let me buy another house.
Okay, I have to rebuild my life that you guys literally stole from me. That he stole, because that was his whole intention.
He just wanted to not go to jail on this rape case. So you decided to ruin my fucking life because you raped me?
Exactly.
And I told the police because it was a crime? Make it make sense.
This is why... It's legal for citizens to own guns in New York. Yeah, she should have had a gun, and she should have just shot his ass right in the dick, and then called the police and be like, "Here's his dick. It has my DNA on it. I shot him because he." He was tied up.
Here's his dick. It has my DNA on it. Ew.
Shot his dick all the way off. There it is. My DNA's on it. He raped me.
Yeah.
I was tied up. There's fucking probably I don't know, whatever he
She
used.
had lacerations and whatever tape marks and all the things.
Yeah,
and they got his freaking, there's no question that he did what he did because she did have a rape case and all the kit and things.
Yeah.
And the tape, his thumbprint was on the tape that he used to tie her up with.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? There's no question about it.
Just, the whole fucking...
But you were mad because you lied from Jump Street and I found out and I didn't want to fuck with you.
Yeah.
So you're mad?
Yeah.
Get out of here. It's stupid.
It's literally... no accountability for your own actions. Being a big fat fucking liar and thinking you're entitled to be a big fat fucking liar and that I'm supposed to want to be with you even though you're a big fat fucking liar. And you moved into my house under false pretenses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, what?
Get out of my house.
How old was her daughter?
I don't know.
Like an adult daughter or
no,
like
she was
a young daughter?
like 8 to 12-ish. And, like, you know, she got to talk to her daughter, like, when she got in jail. And she was like, hey, you know, mom might not be home for a while. Just listen to your grandma and your aunties. And, you know... They were trying to build this case because, like, even though they were like, oh, we have all this evidence to get you, she's like, well, if you guys claim that I robbed these people at this time and place, I was actually at the casino. There's cameras of me here at the tables, and they're like, oh, you can't really see. It's not very visible in these
It's not
pictures.
clear.
Yeah, just like, what?
There's cameras everywhere.
Well, now, and this was like in, 2010?
Yeah.
So, who knows? What a piece of shit, though. Like, I was like, oh, he's got to be on the podcast. Everybody got to know about this fool. So, we got to keep it going to at least 2032.
Take his ass. Bury him under the jail.
Fucking Jerry. So, yeah, that's the story of this piece of shit, Jerry. And I'll have another story for you when it's my time again, and we'll talk about the other story from Worst Roommate Ever. Those are nightmarish as well. You watching anything new lately, Brandy?
Oh, gosh, what am I watching? I actually, so it's apparently got canceled, but I watched, or I missed a few episodes, and there's, well, anyway, so I started watching Evil.
Oh, okay.
And
Jamal used to watch that.
yeah, it's really good.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's very good. Like, cause you know, I like you know, supernatural, scary, whatever. Like anything that's like horror based, I'm like, yes, I'm in. So I watched that. It's really good. Hopefully they bring it back or renew it or whatever, because it did get canceled. It went to Paramount Plus, and then there's 4 seasons. And the 4th season's only like half a season. It's like 13 episodes. But Stephen King is like, bring that shit back. So hopefully they bring it back. Fire Country, watched that. That's pretty good. And then, of course, I've been watching all kinds of reality shit, like true crime documentaries, series, and all that stuff on all the streaming services. So
did you watch Supercell yet?
I haven't watched it yet. I tried to start watching it, and got distracted by something else. So.
Yeah, I watched it on Monday, on Labor Day. I locked in
all of it. Yeah, because there's only like what
6 episodes,
yeah.
and it's easy binge, and it's good. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. Like, ooh, and then I was like, as I was watching it.
There's going to be a season 2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, yeah, there's going to be another season. So I'm kind of excited about that. Mm-hmm. I love all the blackness. I love all the black folks in it. I'm like, okay, let's go. Supercell.
Yeah.
So I really did enjoy that.
Did you watch Umbrella Academy?
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I was just like, really?
This is how it ends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially after all that work they were doing to, like, you know...
Like, I saw this thing I follow Netflix now on Facebook, and it was something like, you know how they draw the horse, how like the first like piece of the horse looks like a majestic creature, and then the quality just goes down, and at the end it's just like a stick horse, and it's like season 1, 2, 3, 4 of Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I watched it, and I was a little disappointed at how it ended, and the cleanse.
Okay. But
Nick Offerman,
Megan Mullally,
they're funny. The Jeans, right? They're the Jeans. Gene and Gene. And I just was like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's like Ben, like, okay, you got your Ben back. Well, you didn't get your Ben back, but you got a Ben back.
Yeah.
Right? And he's the cause of
all of this.
The end.
Right, exactly. Like, spoiler alert for Umbrella Academy, but, like, you know, then we figure out how Ben dies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or how he died.
Yeah, how their Ben died.
Right, and I was like, is it because they're both Asian? Is this why, like, you know, because Jennifer was Asian and Ben is Asian? And
that's
like, why aren't they supposed to be together? Like, what? It's weird. I don't know. I was just like, maybe if they would have thought about it a little longer, or
they had enough time to think.
Or
about
the
it.
fucking like
They had plenty of time to think.
The
about
subway train to the different alternative things.
I was like, you've known him since he was a child, like, you know, basically, because
5 and the chick.
Yeah, because he's like 23 now or something. But like, I was
the little Greek guy.
That gap between last season and this season, and like, you know, because he was still, he's an old man in a child's body, but like,
come on,
I was like, no. Nuh-uh. Are we really doing this?
Are we doing this? This is weird. And like I'm not glad it's over, but I'm glad it's over so we don't have to suffer through another season of disappointment.
Have to wait 2 years, 3 years for another season to be disappointed.
Yeah. So good for you, Elliot. You came through as a strong boy at the end. Well done. From beginning to end through their transition, you know?
Right.
But I like that when they did it like they didn't dance around it either. Like when they did a flashback, she was Vanya.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, okay, Victor.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'd give it like a 5 out of 10.
I was just like, really? Like, this is what we're doing? Like, it was drawn out. Like, why did it have to?
Didn't.
And then, like, the fucking, what's her name? The girlfriend, the dad's wife, girlfriend, whatever the fuck. I was just like,
yeah,
like
her. It was like, what the fuck? Like, excuse me?
Like, they just tossed her in there in the mix to like
cause chaos,
to fuck shit up because she didn't like the way he treated her. Are you kidding me?
You never listened to me.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
We're here to fuck shit up. We have an episode named that. Check that out. All right. Well, anything else you want to talk about? You have a thumbs up? What are you looking forward to? It's September 5th currently right now.
Oh, it's my birthday month. Yay. I'm going to be old next birthday. Okay. My joints hurt. I'm getting fatter. Like I literally in June, I stepped on the scale, and then I stepped on the scale in August, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, there was like a 20-pound jump.
Whoa.
And I was like, oh, is this what perimenopause is? Great.
Oh, dang.
Wonderful. Congratulations to me.
Welcome.
So, yeah.
To the future.
Perry is trying to get in my life, and I'm going to have to do something about that.
Cool.
I need to figure out some hormone replacement therapy or something, because this is not okay. And I'm like, I need to be able to fit my clothes. Oh. Like, I only have a few pairs of pants that I can wear comfortably, that I'm not spilling out of and look like a fucking sausage. So, yeah, I need fucking, something must be done. Something must be done.
Just get stretchy pants.
And then I was like, oh God, I have to go buy teacher clothes. Cause like, you know, like, I feel like just like a t-shirt and jeans, I look like the students, except for I look like an old version of students. You know what I mean?
Hey, old lady.
And so, like, I guess I should get some like teacher clothes. And I found like on Shein they have like clothes with sayings on them, like
my back is aching.
No, they're, you know, like shit a teacher would say.
Hang in there.
You know, like
Meow.
There's one that's a grammar one, and then there's one that's like, you are, you know, loved enough, blah blah, you know, those like positive shit. So I was like, okay, I could get a couple of these.
The positive shit.
Yeah, because usually I'm like, my shirt says shit like I don't give a fuck, or, you know, so I can't wear those.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I need to do. What about you? What's going on with you? You got a thumbs up? You got any aspirational shit happening? I want to go to Vegas for my birthday, but I can't do that because I don't have any money.
Okay.
Okay.
So back to me. I don't know, bro. Like, I've got a few listings still I'm trying to sell. I'm helping this probate realtor on a listing in Lancaster as like his assistant. So
Probate realtor.
Yeah, he's like in Beverly Hills, and
so he does like after people pass away,
he does the probate stuff. So he sells their house.
How's that? Is it different than like just like regular shit?
I mean, like, I think
It's a different process
I think
or
it's a little different. Like the offer has to be accepted by the courts, I think.
And then the money goes to the family. Mm-hmm. Because probate is like a fucked up situation.
It goes into like an account, I think, and then if there's debts or anything, that money pays that, and then the money goes to how it's supposed to be dispersed throughout the will or
living trust.
Right. If you do a living trust or anything like that, you don't have to go through probate.
And there's one, like, I think there's one.
There's a irrevocable trust.
Irrevocable trust. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The mobile home I sold was in an irrevocable trust, so that was easy. I was just dealing with the executor of this. But when it's probate, it's because it's not in a trust,
right? And
you're the only person on there that's left alive. So it's like, even though you have these wishes, it still goes into probate, unfortunately, unless they do something.
Even if it's in a will, it still has to go through.
Yeah,
probate.
if you don't do what you're supposed to do. So, like, the woman who's passed away, who I'm assisting getting the home sold, she didn't talk to her kids. She had a home health care nurse in the home with her, and also like 2 roommates. Like a 80-year-old woman had 2 roommates in the home with her. And the house is nice, like it was well kept or whatever, but we got to get the roommates out of the house.
Okay, so that reminds me of an episode of Worst
Roommate Ever.
And maybe I'll do that one, because that shit was, I was like, what?
I know who you're talking about. The creepy, he was
guy,
gay, right?
The lawyer dude, yeah.
Yeah, he's an asshole. So you can talk about that one. I watched that one too.
Yeah.
That was season 1. Or was it season 2?
I don't know. I just remember like that
he was a monster.
Shot that into my memory.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that lady was like in Palm Springs or something. That was a good episode.
Yeah,
talk about it. So with this one, I'm dealing with the home healthcare worker that she has there, and I was supposed to have an open house on Sunday, and then she texted me and was like, "Oh, one of the roommates would prefer you come the following Friday." And I was like, for an open house, I'm not doing an open house on a Friday. Like, we'll do it on Sunday, the following Sunday. If this Sunday doesn't work, it'll be the next Sunday so we can have a nice turnout. Nobody's coming to open houses on Fridays.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think between 11 and 2 on a Sunday is like clutch. Like, some people are getting out of church. Some people are, just farting around the neighborhood. I don't know. So we'll see what happens with that. And my own listings, and just growing my business. So if you are looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, holler at a player.
Holler at a boy.
Oh yeah, and so
so you're trying to sell some shit. Okay.
I'm trying to fucking feed my family and keep my house. You know what I'm saying? I got to pay these bills. And then I know we're supposed to end this, but whatever. I got Ashley involved in that email shit that was going on. The guy that was like, "Oh yeah, here, we want you to manage this money, and we're gonna give you." So guys, someone was trying to get me to be a part of their money laundering scheme. I think, like a shell game with businesses, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna give you $2.5 million to do this, that, and the other." And I was just like, I do need some money right now, but I'm not trying to go to jail.
Right.
And, like, you want me to do all this stuff? Bah. No.
I need cash up front.
I asked the fool because, like, they're like, "Oh, well, just put it in your LLC." And then Ashley's like, "Well, I charge $2,500 to create an LLC." And I says to the guy, I was like, "I'm getting quotes for $2,500, so I'm going to need $2,500 to create this LLC. So, we can make it happen." They're like, "Just pay for it, and once just pay, and
give them your money that you probably don't have in your pocket.
Once the money gets transferred over, you could reimburse yourself." And I was like, "Yeah, no."
Do you understand that you saying just pay for it is, trying to get blood out of a stone? What are you talking about? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How am I supposed to just pay for it?
I'm broke.
Like, people just like are so weird. Like, with these like MLMs and stuff, how like they have the startup fees, and they're like, "Oh yeah, just ask your family
ask
for
your
the
friends
money
for $5,000."
And you're like,
to help.
What? Like, if
I ain't got friends like that.
If my family had $2,500 or $5,000, I wouldn't need $5,000.
Hello.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It was weird. The dude was telling me he was calling from one country, and then he called me from another country because I Googled the country code. And then I was like, well, hop on a Zoom with me or a video. And they were like, oh, no, like, you know, we can't do that because we're being heavily monitored by, communist China to dip, and I was just
and I told you, like, he was throwing out those buzzwords, like, I don't remember what words they were, but communist is one of them.
I can let you read all the other
in the United States. They don't like communists. Let's say the communists are watching us. Like, let's say that the communists are trying to take our money.
Well, I emailed him and I was like, yeah, I can't help you with this, so good luck in your endeavors. And I never heard back. Ugh. I'm free. Anyway, Brandy, so hopefully we'll be back next week with a new epi. Hopefully we'll be back. Hey, patrons. Hi, guys. Thanks for sticking with us.
Well, I will have an episode ready, so...
She's ready.
We just need to get a set a date.
Set the date! We can record the next few days, and then we'll just have some lined up to do the thing.
To do the thing.
Do the thing, Julie. Do the thing. And since we're talking about do the thing, I'm Sunny Hepburn.
And I'm Brandy Fleeks.
And this was Book of Lies. The podcast. It's Bo Bitches.